What's going on, guys? I'm back with the Marvel's Avengers video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new War Table Deep Dive Hawkeye, which was released earlier today. Getting right into it, the first few minutes they show off is essentially gameplay recorded on the PlayStation 5, so basically we get a look at the next gen version of this game, which is set to release on March 18th, a month away, and that's also when Hawkeye is expected to release. So here we see some new footage. Of course, for the Hawkeye DLC, we see Lucky the dog move around some more areas, and this basically just goes back to show the recap of the story mode, which kicks off Season 1 for Marvel's Avengers. I'm not going to show too much footage of this, but if you guys would like to check it out, as always, I will have a link in the description for this original video, so you guys can check that out.
It's heroes outlawed. War darkens the horizon. And it's going to take us all to stop Armageddon.
Moving on, we do get some additional information regarding the next gen version of this game. So for example, here on the screen, I have a comparison chart over here that goes over the Xbox differences, but the same does apply for the PlayStations. So here on the next gen version, you get your cross-gen matchmaking, cross-gen save file import, faster loading times, improved frame rates, and of course, you will also be getting a free upgrade to the next gen version of this game. Feel free to pause the video if you guys need more time to check out other differences that comes with the next gen version of this game. And after that, we're going to move on towards more information regarding Hawkeye's DLC and what we can expect.
Operation Hawkeye, Future Imperfect. Clint's story brings us face to face with a possible future where all hope is lost.
The end of the world is far closer than we'd like.
In the future, we get attacked by a warrior race called the Kree.
When will this Kree invasion take place, Clint?
Oh, no.
Clint! Don't die on me.
Yeah. We thought we were heroes, but we died as fools. Where's Nick Fury? Some things never change. Who's the murder hobo? Katie?
Clint?
I'm the strongest. You never ventured beyond the storm. You coward.
Yeah, it's not one of those fun apocalypses.
Oh my god. Here, boy!
Clint!
So as they stated in that Hawkeye DLC trailer, they're pretty much taking inspiration from two comics. One of them is going to be from the Old Man Hawkeye comic, Eye for an Eye, and they've also stated that part of the story is by My Life as a Weapon comic. Of course, they're going to be putting their own spin for this story in the game, so we'll see how that all plays out whenever we get our hands into it. Supposedly, this version of Old Man Hawkeye disbanded the Avengers and didn't even come by to help when the Kree invasion began.
Back in the present, young Hawkeye has business to deal with in his Brooklyn apartment, in a part of the story inspired by the comic run, My Life as a Weapon. Luckily, he'll have the help of a few friends, including everyone's favorite dog, Lucky. Our heroes will have to muster all their strength to deal with a new threat, the Supreme Leader, Maestro.
Now we get a look into how Hulk is going to play out in Hawkeye's story arc. So supposedly in this post-apocalyptic era, where there was a nuclear war that destroyed Earth, thus with all the losses and stuff like that, absorbs nuclear radiation from fallout, turning him into this Maestro Hulk. Now he is driven by his all rage, wants to make everything his own thing, takes out every villain and supposedly the Avengers.
Maestro first appeared in The Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect #1, which released in December 1992. He's a Hulk from an alternate future that possesses Bruce Banner's terrifying intelligence and the Hulk's more ferocious personality traits. The Wastelands are a possible future in Hawkeye's Future Imperfect.
Here we get some footage upon the new region that is coming to the Marvel's Avengers DLC. That is going to be called Wastelands, which was caused due to the Kree taking over during an invasion. This new region is going to be located in the Future Imperfect Avengers Initiative on the War Table. In this region you can find various mission types as well as 4 different villain sectors. I assume, of course, since Taskmaster was in that trailer, you can expect to see him, probably some other ones, and of course Maestro.
From his Ronin period to create his sword abilities, which makes him a powerful melee and ranged hero.
Now we're going to take a look into his combat and how he differs from Kate Bishop.
Quick Draw Reflexes' intrinsic defense allows him to sidestep enemy attacks and parry with a fast, staggering bow shot. Clint's Deadeye skill allows him to focus his aim on a single target, increasing damage and reaction with razor arrows. Clint's ranged arsenal is second to none with 10 different unique arrow types. Grapple Arrow lets Clint traverse the environment with ease and is also an intrinsic heavy attack, reeling into enemies before slashing them with his sword. His intrinsic attacks include boomerang arrows that seek out targets before returning. Use implosion arrows to cluster enemies together or draw them away from you. Use tripwire shot to stagger weaker enemies and push back larger foes with a spread of projectiles tethered together with energy. Parry enemies with rocket arrows, which attach to targets, sending them airborne. Pulsar arrows attach to surfaces and build up energy before exploding. The more they build up, the bigger the boom. Clint's Assault Heroic uses Nightstorm arrows. Launch into the air and rain down projectiles, decimating areas of the battlefield. Just as important, his Recovery Arrow Support Heroic unleashes nanobots that swarm nearby allies and restore their willpower. The Hunter's Arrow Ultimate Heroic is an AI-guided projectile that flits across the battlefield, piercing targets. Once upgraded, fire 2 at once, add explosive charges, or focus damage on player-targeted foes.
In this footage we get a good look at what type of skins Hawkeye is going to have, so of course we got an official Ronin costume reveal. And that's going to be the end of the War Table deep dive. Sadly no Black Panther teaser at the end of the video, but I assume he's probably going to be in it whenever we fully complete Hawkeye's story in this DLC. My first thoughts on this is that I think it was a pretty good video, or reveal. But there probably could have been something more to it, to be honest. You know, I guess just a little bit more, maybe some other stuff to look forward to after his DLC. I think I enjoyed Kate Bishop's deep dive a bit more, but you know, it is what it is. My main gripe with this is just a release date, to be honest. I know we really don't want to wait another month just to get Hawkeye, but it is what it is. Obviously, I'm excited to play him and make videos for you guys whenever he does release, so yeah, I'm just ready for that whenever. But yeah, that's gonna cover it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.